Have you ever stood next to someone, both in silence, awkwardly wondering what to say? Or maybe you've wanted to start a conversation in English, but your mind just went completely blank. You're not alone. Starting small talk is one of the trickiest things for English learners around the world. But here's the good news. Once you have the right phrases, it becomes way easier. And even fun. In this video, we're giving you 100 small talk starters that you can use to sound natural, feel confident, and connect with others in everyday situations. These are not textbook phrases. These are real expressions used by native speakers in the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and beyond. But wait, what exactly is small talk, and why is it so important? Small talk is that casual, friendly conversation that happens before a deeper topic starts. It might seem meaningless at first, but it actually plays a powerful role. It helps break the ice, show interest in others, and build trust. Whether you're at a party, in the office, or just waiting in line for coffee, small talk helps you create connection. It opens the door to relationships, personal, professional, and even romantic. In many English-speaking cultures, being able to make small talk is seen as a social skill. If you can start a conversation easily, people feel more comfortable around you. It shows confidence, friendliness, and emotional intelligence. And the best part? It's something anyone can learn, even if English is your second or third language. So here's what we'll cover in today's video. First, we'll go over everyday small talk starters, things you can say in casual situations with people you already know or just met. Then, we'll look at how to start conversations in professional environments, like work, school, or online meetings. Next, we'll explore social settings, what to say at parties, events, or when meeting new people casually. After that, we'll jump into small talk for public places and travel, like airports, cafes, waiting rooms, or when you're sightseeing and meet strangers. We'll also cover how to use small talk around hobbies, interests, and current trends, so you can start conversations based on what people care about. And toward the end, I'll show you how to practice these small talk starters so they become part of your natural flow. I'll also share some common mistakes and phrases to avoid so you don't accidentally sound awkward, robotic, or overly formal. Now here's the exciting part. You don't need to memorize all 100 phrases today. You can come back to this video whenever you need. Just pick 3 to 5 phrases from each section that feel natural to you, and use them often. Practice out loud, record yourself, or even try them out in a language exchange or conversation app. So, by the end of this video, you'll be able to start conversations in English with confidence. Use phrases that sound real and natural. Know what to say in different social situations. And here's a little challenge. Choose one small talk phrase from this video and use it in real life this week. Maybe in your English class, at work, with your neighbor, or someone new online. Just one. You'll be surprised how much that one step can boost your confidence. All right, ready to become a small talk master? Let's start with the most common everyday conversation starters that you can use literally anywhere, even today. Section 2, Everyday Conversation Starters. Let's begin with the basics. Small talk starters you can use in everyday conversations, whether you're with friends, classmates, coworkers, or total strangers. These openers are simple, flexible, and incredibly common in native English conversations. We'll divide this section into 4 main categories. Simple greetings plus follow-ups, talking about the weather, time, or place, commenting on routines or shared activities, casual compliments and observations, Greetings plus follow-ups. A conversation often begins with a greeting, but it's what you say after hi or hello that keeps it going. Here are some friendly ways to start. Hey, how's your day going? Hi there, what have you been up to lately? Hey, how's everything? Nice to see you again. How have you been? Good morning. Did you sleep well? Hi, are you heading to class, work? These phrases show interest and invite the other person to respond in a relaxed way. You can also vary your tone, sounding upbeat or calm depending on the situation. 2. Weather, time, and place starters. It might sound cliché, but yes, talking about the weather really is one of the most common small talk topics in English-speaking countries. It's neutral, easy, and a shared experience. Beautiful day today, isn't it? It's freezing out here. Did you bring a jacket? This weather makes me want to stay in bed all day. I didn't expect it to rain today. Did you check the forecast? Talking about time or your location also works great in shared spaces. Feels like this day is flying by, doesn't it? Is it always this busy around lunchtime here? Have you been to this cafe before? Do you usually come here at this time? These questions naturally lead to longer chats, and they're especially useful when you don't know someone well yet. 3. Daily routines and shared situations. If you're waiting in line, sitting in a classroom, or riding the same train every day, you already have something in common with the person next to you. That's your in. Long line today, huh? Do you take this train every morning? I think I've seen you here before. Do you work nearby? That's my third coffee today, Mondays, right? You can also talk about common student or work situations. This class always feels extra long after lunch. Did you understand today's lecture? I got a bit lost. Do you like your job? I'm still getting used to mine. By mentioning a shared context, you make the conversation feel more personal and less forced. 4. Compliments and observations. A well-placed compliment or simple comment is a great way to get someone talking. Just make sure it's sincere and casual. I really like your jacket. It looks super comfy. Your accent is really nice. Where are you from? That laptop sticker is cool. Are you into anime? You seem really focused, working on something big. Even something like, you look like you're having a great day. What's the secret? It can break the ice and lead to a more meaningful exchange. Tips for success with these starters. Smile and make eye contact when you speak. Nonverbal cues help the other person feel at ease. Don't rush. Leave space for the other person to respond naturally. Be ready to follow up. If they say, not much, just tired, you can respond with, same here, long week. Adjust your energy based on the setting. Be calmer in quiet places and more upbeat in social situations. Practice out loud. You can even record yourself saying 5 of these starters every day until they feel natural. Section 3. Small talk at work and study. Let's now talk about how to start small talk in professional and academic environments, like in the office, during classes, or even in Zoom meetings. These situations can feel a bit more formal than everyday life, but they're full of opportunities to connect with coworkers, classmates, and professors. We'll break this section into 4 parts. Starting conversations with coworkers or classmates. Icebreakers during meetings or group projects. Follow-ups after work/class-related topics. Polite and professional tone tips 1. Starting conversations with coworkers or classmates. Whether it's before a meeting starts or while waiting for the professor, small talk helps you build rapport. Here are some natural openers. Hey, how's your week going so far? Did you have a lot of work to do today? I'm still waking up. Need more coffee. You? Did you watch the last game? People were talking about it in the office. These are casual enough to feel friendly, but still safe in a professional setting for school or university. How did you find that last assignment? I thought it was tricky. Have you started studying for the exam yet? This course moves so fast. Do you want to review together sometime? These starters are perfect for turning classmates into study partners or even friends. 2. Icebreakers during meetings or group projects. Group tasks and meetings can feel stiff and quiet, especially online. Here's how to gently start small talk without being disruptive. Before we begin, how's everyone doing today? This is my first time working with this team. Nice to meet you all. Has anyone had coffee yet? I'm definitely still waking up. Online meetings can feel cold, so a light opener makes everything more human. Can everyone hear me okay? I love the poster in your background. Are you into movies? Is it just me, or is Zoom being super slow today? Even asking about how long a project will take, or if others understand the task, can become a helpful conversation. 3. Following up on work or class topics. Once you've started a conversation, follow-up questions keep it going. You mentioned a new project. What's it about? You said you're from Brazil, right? What brought you here? That sounded like an interesting presentation. How did you research it? A great strategy is to repeat something the person said earlier and turn it into a small question. It shows you're listening and makes them feel appreciated. Here are some example transitions. You said you were tired. Are you working late hours? I liked your point about climate change. Have you studied it before? You looked busy earlier. Crazy day? You don't need to be super witty. Just be curious and kind. 4. Tone tips. Being friendly. But professional, work and study conversations usually call for a bit more awareness of tone. Here are some key tips. Keep things positive. Avoid complaints unless you know the person well. Stay neutral. Avoid politics, religion, and personal topics unless invited. Use softeners. Phrases like, I was wondering if, or, do you mind if I ask, help make your questions polite. Avoid slang unless your workplace or classmates are very casual. Instead of, yo, what's up? Say, hey, how's it going? Be inclusive. Ask open-ended questions that give others space to respond. Bonus starters for work or study. Is it always this quiet here? Do you work from this office every day? How long have you been with the company? Are you enjoying this course so far? Do you prefer in-person classes or online? These openers are incredibly useful and can lead to longer conversations about career goals, interests, or study tips. Quick practice challenge. This week, try using one of these starters in your workplace or school. Even a quick comment like busy day can make someone smile. And remember, every time you speak English, you improve. Section 4. Small talk at social events and parties. Social events, parties, networking mixers, weddings, BBQs, these are perfect places to practice small talk. The atmosphere is more relaxed, and people are usually open to conversation. But starting that first sentence can still feel intimidating. Here's how to break the ice with confidence in informal, fun settings. We'll cover starting conversations with strangers, commenting on the environment, joining existing groups or chats. Funny and lighthearted icebreakers. 1. Starting conversations with strangers. When you're at a party and don't know anyone, the key is to keep things light, friendly, and personal. You don't need deep topics, just something to get the ball rolling. Try these. Hi, I don't think we've met yet. I'm your name. This is a fun party, right? How do you know the host? I'm still figuring out who's who. Have you been here long? Is this your first time at one of these events? These show that you're open to meeting people without being pushy. People at parties often appreciate someone taking the first step. 2. Commenting on the environment. One of the easiest ways to start a conversation is to talk about the setting, the music, food, vibe, or crowd. It's a shared experience, so it feels natural. This playlist is amazing. Do you know who made it? The snacks here are dangerously good. Have you tried the brownies? This house is so cool. Have you been here before? I love how relaxed this party feels. Way better than the last one I went to. Even a simple, "It's super loud in here, huh?" can open a casual, funny moment between strangers. 3. Joining a group chat without being awkward. You walk past a group laughing and talking. You'd love to join, but how? Here's how to step in smoothly. First, stand close enough to listen without interrupting. Wait for a pause or a laugh, then smile and say something like, "You guys look like you're having the most fun." Mind if I jump in? That sounds interesting. What were you saying about travel? Group energy is usually very accepting at social events. The key is to show interest, not control the conversation. Also, if you're shy, try connecting with just one person nearby instead of a full group. Once you bond with one person, they'll often introduce you to others. 4. Funny and lighthearted icebreakers. People love to laugh. Here are playful openers that can lighten the mood. Okay, serious question. What's your favorite pizza topping? If you could teleport anywhere right now, where would you go? This music makes me feel like I'm in a movie. Just me? I was promised cake. Anyone seen it? You don't need to be a comedian. Just be yourself. Humor helps break barriers and can turn strangers into instant friends. Extra party starters that always work. So, what do you do when you're not at awesome parties like this? Are you more of a dance floor person or a snack table person? This place is packed. Is it always like this? I'm trying to remember names tonight. What's yours again? Each of these is open-ended, easy to respond to, and invites natural follow-up. Tips to shine in social situations. Smile, relax your shoulders, and speak clearly. Your body language matters just as much as your words. Use their name. If they say, "I'm Sarah," respond with, "Nice to meet you, Sarah." It builds instant connection. Don't stress about what to say next. Just follow up on their answers. "Oh, you're from Italy? That's amazing. What's your favorite tinted? You're in marketing? That must be super creative. What kind of projects do you work on?" Excuse yourself politely. Not all conversations will click, and that's okay. You can say, "It was really nice chatting with you. I'm going to grab a drink. I'll see you around. Hope we bump into each other later." Section 5. Small talk. While traveling or in public places. Traveling puts you in contact with people from all over the world, perfect for practicing small talk. Whether you're in a hotel, on a plane, waiting for a bus, or sightseeing, these are all chances to strike up a conversation. We'll explore. Starting conversations at airports and transit. Making small talk at hotels, hostels, or Airbnbs. Approaching strangers at cafes, parks, and tourist spots. Being respectful and culturally aware while talking to strangers. 1. Airports, trains, and transit situations. Transit areas are great for short but memorable conversations. Everyone's waiting or bored, So many are open to a little chat, especially fellow travelers. Try these. Is this the line for flight train? Where are you headed today? Have you flown with this airline before? Is this your first time visiting city? These openers work great while waiting at the gate, sitting on a bus, or even in a taxi with a shared passenger. Once the other person responds, you can ask, "Are you traveling for work or vacation?" Any tips for someone visiting city for the first time? Been on the road long? Even a simple comment like, "This airport feels like a maze," can make someone laugh and open up. 2. Hotel and accommodation. Chat. Whether you're in a hotel lobby, hostel kitchen, or Airbnb common room, the shared space makes conversation easier. Here are useful starters. "Hey, just checked in too? This place is so cozy. Have you stayed here before? Do you know if breakfast is included? What floor are you on? Mine has a great view." Hostels are especially social. You can casually talk about travel. Where are you from? How long have you been traveling? Which cities have you loved the most so far? Travelers often enjoy sharing stories, so be ready to listen as much as you speak. 3. Public places, cafes, parks, museums, sightseeing. These spots are great for spontaneous conversations. Look for people who seem open, those not wearing headphones or who make eye contact. Then try something light. "Is this seat taken? That drink looks good. What did you order? This view is amazing, right? Do you know if this place has free Wi-Fi?" If you're in a museum or attraction, "Have you been here before? I'm totally lost in this map. Do you know where the exhibit is? What's your favorite part so far?" These conversations don't need to last long. Even just chatting for a few minutes makes your day more interesting, and it's great English practice. 4. Respect, safety, and cultural awareness. When talking to strangers in public, always stay respectful and safe. Here are some rules of thumb. Read the room. If someone gives short answers or looks away, they may not want to chat. Respect that. Avoid personal questions too quickly. Stick to travel, weather, location, or general topics first. Keep physical distance. In many cultures, space matters. Don't stand too close. Know when to say goodbye. Ending a short conversation is totally okay. Try. "Well, I won't keep you. Safe travels. Nice chatting with you. Enjoy your day." Also, be mindful of cultural norms. In some places, talking to strangers might be less common, but in others, like Canada, Ireland, or parts of the US, it's totally normal. Go-to travel conversation. Starters. Here's a list you can use again and again while exploring. "Hi, are you also heading to destination? Have you tried any good local food yet? What's been the highlight of your trip so far? Did you go on that tour excursion everyone's talking about? I always forget something when I travel. What's your must-pack item?" Section 6, talking about hobbies, interests, and trends. When you want to move beyond surface-level small talk, the best way is to talk about shared interests. Whether it's books, music, tech, sports, or pop culture, hobbies and trends give you instant common ground. We'll break this section into starting with universal hobbies using pop culture and trends, reacting to someone's interests, keeping the conversation balanced. 1. Starting with universal hobbies. Some hobbies are super common worldwide, like movies, food, music, and fitness. These are great entry points for deeper small talk. Try openers like, "What kind of music are you into? Seen any good movies lately? Do you cook? I've been trying new recipes this month. Do you like reading? I just started a new book." Notice how these are casual and not too personal. They invite people to talk about what they enjoy. Other safe and popular areas include travel. What's your favorite place you've been? Sports. Are you into any teams or sports? Art photography. That's a cool photo. Do you take pictures? People love talking about things they're passionate about. So even if it's not your hobby, showing interest can spark great conversations. 2. Using pop culture and current trends. If you want to sound current, ask about what's happening in the world, entertainment, tech, or even memes. Try these. Have you seen the latest episode of TV show? That new song by artist is everywhere. What do you think? Are you into TikTok? I always get stuck scrolling for hours. What do you think about that AI chatbot everyone's using now? Trends also give you ready-made content to discuss. Whether it's a viral dance or a Netflix hit, these can lead to energetic and fun chats. If the person says, "I haven't heard of that," great. That gives you a chance to explain it and ask what they're into instead. 3. Reacting to someone's interests. If someone shares a hobby, the key is to respond with curiosity, not judgment. Even if it's something you don't know much about, like birdwatching or anime, just show interest. Here's how. Oh, cool. What got you into that? I've never tried that. What's the best part of it? Do you do it often or just for fun? This creates a safe space where the other person feels heard and appreciated. It also keeps the conversation flowing without pressure. Let's say someone says, "I'm really into photography." Your response could be, "Nice. Do you shoot with a phone or a camera? What kind of photos do you like taking? Have you posted your work online?" If they're into video games, you could ask, "Any favorite games right now? PC or console? Have you played popular game?" Again, you don't need to be an expert. Just be genuinely interested. 4. Keeping the conversation balanced. One of the biggest mistakes people make is talking too much about their own hobbies. Try to match the energy and give space to the other person. Here are some ways to balance it. Share something, then ask them, "I've been trying painting recently. Do you do anything creative?" If they seem excited, let them talk. "That sounds awesome. Tell me more." If they're quiet, shift topics gently. "Totally. By the way, are you into sports or nah?" Also, avoid controversial hobbies or hot-button topics, politics, religion, or anything too intense, unless you're sure the other person is open to it. Keep it light, fun, and respectful. Bonus conversation. Starters around interests. Is there a hobby you've always wanted to try? What's something you do just to relax? What's a random interest of yours most people don't know about? Do you follow any YouTube channels or podcasts? If you had an extra day off every week, what would you do with it? These not only keep the conversation alive, they also make it memorable. Challenge task. This week, when you're speaking English, ask someone about their hobby, not just small talk like the weather or "How are you?" Try one of these. What do you do for fun? Any cool hobbies outside of work? I need a new show to watch. Got any recommendations? When people feel you care about their interests, they open up quickly. It builds trust, and you might even find something new to enjoy yourself. Section 7. Practice and personalization. So, you've now learned tons of small talk starters, but how do you make them stick? How do you practice them until they feel natural? And even more importantly, how do you make them sound like you? In this section, we'll cover how to practice small talk effectively, customizing phrases to fit your personality, building your go-to starter list, turning practice into confidence. 1. How to practice small talk effectively. It's one thing to hear a small talk phrase. It's another thing to actually say it out loud, smoothly and confidently. That takes practice. But not just any practice, smart practice. Here are 5 ways to do it. Repeat out loud. Find a few small talk phrases you like. Stand in front of a mirror and say them with emotion. For example, "Hey, how's your day going?" Now say it again. Smile this time. Use your hands. Practice the rhythm. Record yourself. Use your phone to record a 1-minute clip of you trying out different phrases. Then listen back. How do you sound? Are you too fast, too quiet, too serious? You'll notice what to improve. Practice with a partner or language app. Use platforms like Tandem, HelloTalk, or even an English-speaking friend. Ask, "Can we practice small talk?" Then simulate real-life scenarios. A party, a bus stop, work lunch. Talk to yourself in public, not out loud, but in your head. At the grocery store, think, "What would I say to that person next to me in line?" Try forming a sentence in your head. "Busy today, huh?" Set micro goals. For example, this week, I'll use 1 new small talk starter. I'll say hi to someone every day. I'll practice 5 new starters this weekend. Practice doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be consistent. 2. Customizing starters to fit your personality. Not every phrase will feel natural for you, and that's okay. You don't need to use them all. You just need to find the ones that match your vibe. Let's say you're more introverted. You might prefer, "Hi, I don't think we've met yet. Nice weather today, right? Is this seat taken?" If you're more outgoing, you might like, "This event is wild. Have you been here before? I feel like I've seen you around. Are you from here? Hey, I like your vibe. What's your name?" You can also change the tone or add your flavor. Original, "What kind of music do you like?" Your version, "What's your go-to song when you need to feel better?" Original, "Have you tried the food here?" Your version, "Be honest, what's the best thing on this menu?" Your language should feel like you, just in English. 3. Build your go-to small talk toolkit. Instead of trying to remember all 100 phrases, build your own top 10 list. Choose phrases that feel comfortable. Work in your usual environments, work, travel, social. Are flexible and open-ended. Example, my personal toolkit. "Hey, how's your day going?" "This place is so cool. Been here before?" "I like your shirt. Where'd you get it?" What do you usually do on weekends? Tried any new apps lately? Do you work around here? Seen anything good on Netflix? What are you into outside of work? Is it always this busy here? What's the story behind that object item? You can even write these down in your phone's Notes app and review them before social situations. Over time, they'll feel more natural. And when you're nervous, you won't go blank. You'll already have your go-to tools. 4. Turning practice into confidence. Speaking a second language takes guts. But here's the secret. You don't need to be perfect to make a connection. Small talk isn't about deep grammar or long sentences. It's about energy, curiosity, and kindness. Here's how to turn your practice into confidence. Celebrate every success. Even a 1-line conversation is a win. Be okay with awkwardness. Everyone has awkward moments. Laugh it off and try again. Notice positive reactions. When someone smiles back or answers your question, that's proof it's working. Reflect often. At the end of each week, ask, which small talk starters worked for me? Which ones felt forced? Which ones made someone laugh or open up? The more you reflect, the faster you grow. Bonus, Practice phrases with adjustable parts. Here are plug-and-play small talk starters. Just change one word to match the situation. Hey, are you also going to event place? What do you think about topic movie music? Is this your first time at location? What made you choose job/major hobby? How's life treating you this week? They're easy to remember and super versatile. Mini mission. Today, choose just one of your favorite small talk starters from this video and say it out loud 3 times. Tomorrow, try it in a real conversation, or even just in your head while out and about. Section 8. Common small talk mistakes and what to avoid. You've now got the tools and techniques to start amazing conversations. But let's make sure you don't accidentally fall into some common traps that can make small talk feel awkward, unnatural, or even uncomfortable. In this section, we'll cover overused or robotic-sounding phrases, culturally awkward or too personal questions, one-sided conversations, tips to sound more natural and relatable. 1. Overused or robotic-sounding phrases. Some English learners rely on safe phrases they learned in textbooks, but many of these sound unnatural in real life. Examples to avoid or improve. How do you do? How's it going? What is your occupation? What do you do for work? I am fine, thank you. And you? Pretty good. How about you? These phrases aren't wrong, but they often sound overly formal or outdated. Native speakers usually use simpler, more casual expressions. Tip: listen to real conversations in YouTube vlogs, movies, or podcasts. Notice how people speak casually and imitate that rhythm. 2. Asking too personal or cultural questions. Too soon. Small talk is meant to be light. Jumping into deep or sensitive topics right away can make others uncomfortable, especially if you don't know them well. Avoid questions like, how much money do you make? Are you married? Why not? What religion are you? Who did you vote for? These questions may be common in your culture, but are often considered too personal in English-speaking environments. Always focus on safe, neutral topics: weather, work, hobbies, food, music. Once you build a connection, deeper topics may naturally come later. 3. One-sided conversations, talking too much or too little. Small talk is like a dance. It should go back and forth. Here's what to avoid: talking too much about yourself without asking questions. Giving one-word answers like yeah, no, or fine without explanation. To fix this, ask open-ended questions like, what do you enjoy about your job? Share briefly, then pass it back. I love cooking. How about you? Do you cook? Also, don't interrupt. Let the other person speak and respond with interest. 4. Sounding too formal or scripted. This happens when you memorize a phrase but forget to add personality. For example, the weather is pleasant today. Such a nice day, huh? I wasn't expecting sunshine. The difference? One sounds like a robot. The other sounds real, relaxed, and human. Here's how to be more natural. Use contractions. I'm instead of I am. Use emotion words. I love. It's fun. That's crazy. Vary your voice tone. Don't speak in a flat line. Quick fix checklist. Use everyday casual English. Stay away from personal or private topics at first. Let the conversation flow both ways. Add energy and personality to your phrases. Mini mission. Take a phrase you've memorized, maybe from a book, and rewrite it to sound more natural. Practice it out loud with emotion and rhythm. For example, textbook. Where are you from? Your version. So, where's home for you originally? You made it to the end, and now you have 100 small talk starters to help you speak English more naturally, confidently, and comfortably in any situation. Let's take a moment to recap what you've learned, celebrate your progress, and give you a few final tips to turn all this knowledge into real-life speaking skills. Quick recap. What we covered, Section 1. Introduction. We talked about the importance of small talk and how it's the secret to real, natural communication in English-speaking countries. Section 2. Everyday starters. You learned how to break the ice in daily life with greetings, questions about the weather, routines, and casual compliments. Section 3. Work and study. You discovered how to keep things professional yet friendly, perfect for coworkers, classmates, and online meetings. Section 4. Social events. We shared ways to talk to strangers at parties, make friends in groups, and use humor to your advantage. Section 5. Public places and travel. You practiced starting conversations in airports, buses, hotels, and tourist spots with ease and confidence. Section 6. Hobbies and trends. You learned how to ask people about their interests, react to their passions, and build stronger, deeper conversations. Section 7. Practice and personalization. We helped you take these phrases and make them your own, with practice tips, customizations, and a go-to phrase list. Section 8. Common mistakes. You discovered what to avoid: robotic phrases, one-sided chats, too personal questions, and how to sound more real. You now have a toolbox of natural conversation starters, the confidence to approach new people in English, practice strategies that actually work, a better understanding of what sounds native versus textbook. That's a huge achievement. But here's the thing. Knowledge alone doesn't create fluency. Action does. That means now is the time to try one new phrase this week in a real conversation. Practice out loud for 2 minutes a day. Reflect after every chat. What worked? What felt awkward? Every small talk moment, even if it's just 10 seconds, builds your fluency muscle. Encouragement from one language learner to another. If you've ever felt shy, embarrassed, or stuck when speaking English, you are not alone. Everyone who speaks English fluently once struggled just like you. They had conversations that felt weird. They forgot words mid-sentence. They said the wrong thing, but the difference is they kept trying. So don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress, one conversation at a time. Even saying, "Hey, how's it going?" to someone at work or online is a win. Your action plan. Starting today, here's how to turn this video into real fluency. Step 1. Choose your top 10 favorite small talk phrases. Step 2. Practice them out loud, daily, with energy. Step 3. Try one real conversation this week. Step 4. Write down what worked and how it felt. Step 5. Repeat with new phrases every week. Remember, repetition creates confidence. Use the same few phrases until they feel like second nature. Bonus tip: find a speaking community. Want to level up faster? Join a language exchange, local meetup group, or online community like Discord, Tandem, or HelloTalk. Practicing with real people, even strangers, will skyrocket your confidence. The more you speak, the more natural it feels. And soon, small talk won't feel like a big deal. Final words. This is just the beginning. Mastering small talk is your first step toward full, flowing, fearless English conversations. You now have the tools. You've done the learning. All that's left is to start using them. So here's my final challenge to you. Start one real small talk conversation this week. At work, in class, at a party, online, anywhere. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just take the first step. And when you do, come back to this video, drop a comment, and tell us how it went. We'd love to cheer you on. If this video helped you, give it a like, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next language learning breakdown. You're doing amazing, and your English journey is just getting started. Catch you in the next one.